Alright, hey guys, I just painted my nails, and I also wanted to look through some of the art I made in middle school because I think that it's fun, some fun pieces here that I wanted to show off, and I haven't seen a lot of these things in a long time. But yeah, so I'm setting a 10-minute timer, letting this coat dry, and I want to show off some of this art here. And also, it's a crazy-ass heat wave outside. I would make a video about something outdoors because it's summertime, but I don't really give a fuck anymore because the heat is so bad. Anyway, I just want to show off, not go too in depth with this because it's kind of personal, but the crazy art folder that I made in 9th grade for my 9th grade art class right before life went into COVID. So that's a really fun time to think about. Every meme from back then and all of my friends' inside jokes just kind of vomited onto one cover page. I think it's truly one of the most beautiful things I've ever made in my entire life. I'm probably going to keep it a good distance from the camera so I can blur some of this stuff out because some of this stuff is embarrassing.
It is recording now. Okay. Now turn on the dang game. Oh god, we're playing FNAF 4 and this is so scary.
Been a lot of the art that I've made throughout the years. Okay, I don't know if this is an American thing, but I know that this is very much a Canadian thing. For Remembrance Day, we made posters that would get submitted into this giant contest, and you'd enter in different categories, and I think some kids would get cash prizes. I never did, and it always pissed me the fuck off when other people, like my friends, would get it. I don't know, I guess I just have this weird inability to be happy for other people when they're more successful than me, which is really, really tragic. Not anymore. Well, but I remember they think this was, it doesn't say the date, but I think this is the last Remembrance Day poster I ever made. This was 9th grade because I never finished it and never submitted it. So on one half, this is a common thing with Remembrance Day posters. And I don't mean to make jokes about the day and all the events, blah, 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 blah. Just the poster here. Let's analyze the poster here. The classic poppies. Poppies are on every single fucking Remembrance Day poster ever. Like, not really original of me. And then, of course, Flanders Fields. Even though it's in France, it has a Canadian flag. But there's poppies, there's grass that I never finished coloring, and for some reason the grass is orange. I think I was trying to make it look like it was reflecting light somehow, and it was not giving. It was not really the vibe. And then the sun is in the middle, in case you can't tell. I maybe should have made that a bit more obvious. And the sky is, I don't really know what's going on there. Usually the sunset doesn't really work like that. It doesn't just turn black immediately, so okay. Maybe I should have gone outside more. And then this other half is intentionally not colored in. I think I was trying to keep it kind of minimalist, kind of black and white. This is the present day, right? With all the graveyards and everything. And this is the past. As in a battleground where a fight had just occurred and they're cloudy and there's meant to be water. I don't, like, what is this? Like, what the fuck am I talking, like, why didn't I finish this? Because I barely remember what the entire point was. But if you could tell, there's a hand in the corner indicating that someone just died there, and then there's like one of the, helmets with camouflage on it. If I'm gonna rate this, I would say a 7 out of 10 for effort and for the concept, but the execution is not there. Okay, next up, incredibly minimalist charcoal drawing here. I remember exactly where I drew this. It was in my hometown. I was at the recreation center and I was looking out. It was like a little room where they had these sheets with charcoals and stuff. And I was just looking outside and drawing exactly what I saw. It's really not all that interesting, but I think also the minimalist style kind of goes with it. Like, I like this bush a lot. The tree looks pretty good too, although I think, so I'm going to say, once again, another 7 out of 10. Like, this isn't my best work. This was made in maybe 5 minutes. Okay. Now we have another Remembrance Day poster. This had to have been like 6th grade or something. Another Remembrance Day poster, like I said, poppy imagery, crazy popular. Do kids even still make these? Like, this one was kind of ahead of its time when you think about it. I literally made the coming out video a couple weeks ago, and this one is gay as fuck. Like, why am I... The rainbow plus the Remember Our Heroes is a crazy combination of symbolism. Same with... I went with... What the fuck is that design called? It's like where the designs are all complicated and shit. Google's not fucking helping me. They don't get it.
Show it to me, please.
What is it called? I low-key think I ruined it. I think this being pencil crayon looks fine, but I think I should have done the inside with marker. because I think it'll look better. But I remember also they're kind of hard on you as a child, where they're like you can't do the poster in both pencil, crayon, and marker, which is kind of like the most annoying thing fucking ever. That shit always pissed me off. Don't put arbitrary rules on that type of shit. But anyway, whatever community thing, art thing I submitted it in, never mind. I got first place, but I can't show it because it says the name of the town. The timer just went up. I need to add another coat to this, and then that has to dry, so I will keep rating art. Let's cut that entire tape. That was so bad. Timer just went off. Need to add another coat to this. I'll do that, and I'll be right back. Okay, another coat added. More artwork to go through here. There's a whole collection, guys. This is gonna take a minute. Okay, this is another drawing from the same recreation community thing I was at during the other charcoal drawing. I think this one's definitely more interesting. The gradient here, I actually fucking killed it. Like, this looks fucking great. Like, okay, artist. Okay, me knowing how to use charcoal. I don't really know why the water's purple, and the water being purple is kind of ruining the whole thing. Like, I kind of like the contrast. Like, I can kind of see it, but also then in the middle of the sun, I just kind of gave up. They didn't really give me any good yellows, I remember. I also just the fact that I think I've moved, like I said, between 5 different places since this is drawn, and now it's just been smudged in the travels. So honestly, the gradient is really the only redeemable part of this. I'm giving this like a solid 6. Like, this is like this is not it. So this is a cool drawing, okay? I remember making drawings like this in elementary school. I remember I made a painting like this in elementary school, and it was good, and I wish I knew where it was. It's based off of this Canadian artist. Am I gonna have to Google shit again? What the fuck is his name? Is it Ted Harrison? Yup. It is good. Like, it's this Canadian painter that does styles like this, where it's very much a lot of waves, a lot of like waves and contrast and interesting colors. Like, nothing looks exactly how you think it is. Really, really strong outlines. Low-key, I wish I was him. Because this drawing, I tried. Okay, I tried. I remember I made a painting in like 3rd or 4th grade that was way more along the lines of what he was doing. I still think it kind of fucking slays though. Like, there's the sun, I like the colors, the waves, everything of that kind of hits, like, that's good. Maybe sometimes the reason I did such a poor job on some of these is because school art class in school is always so fucking rushed, and I always wanted to do greater things than they ever gave me time for, so maybe I'm gonna say that that's my problem. I'm gonna pretend like it's not my fault. I'll give this one an 8 out of 10. I think it's pretty faithful because school art class in school is always so fucking rushed, and I always wanted to do greater things than they ever gave me time for, so maybe I'm gonna say that that's my problem. I'm gonna pretend like I would genuinely give the one painting I did that it's not here, so you don't know it exists, a solid 10 out of 10. This drawing, classic printer paper, pencil crayon drawing. I remember drawing this in my grandma's house. Kind of ruined it when I tried to draw the shadow. Honestly, I could have literally moved the sun to over here, and then the picture would have been fine. Also, once again, unable to draw sunsets as a child. Why am I so critical of me when I'm like, this is probably 4th grade? Because you know what? Look online. 4th graders could do better. I could do better. From a modern perspective, I'm like looking at this and I'm like, this is ugly. This is bad. One thing I appreciate is if you get a look, the amount of detail on the mountains is crazy. Where I went in and I drew a little tree. Every single tiny little tree, which is a beautiful detail. So I'm gonna give this maybe like, I'll give it a 6. I'll give it a 6 out of 10. Because I ruined it, but the sketch itself, that's always the part I liked. Is when I would be done like the sketching with the pencil, that's the part when I liked it the most, and then I tried drawing it and I kind of just end up ruining it. So then there's more charcoal. This was an incredibly, what's going on here? I think this was an incredibly rushed thing for some school project or something, where, I don't know, I swear the teacher just looked something up on Pinterest and asked us to draw it with charcoals. I think the top half actually looks really good. I kind of wish I didn't just shade everything with black though. And like the scribbly nature of the sky, I think it kind of good, like looked good. But then the grass, I just completely gave up, and I don't know why. This one could have been a 10 out of 10, but it ended up being, for the top half, I'm giving it a 7. Could have been better. Could have been better. Okay, now this one, I don't even remember what this was for exactly. This is me in 2019, by the way. This one has a date on it. I think this would have to have been for some sort of talent thing where I'm showing off like my digital art skills, right? This was me using, I swear to God, Fire Alpaca and I'm just saying I still use that art program today. There's nothing wrong with free art programs. But this is me at 14 using the only free art program that I can access, having ambitions and never really being able to go through with them. Here it is. It's a little bit, like, not that good. Like, maybe I should have stuck with the charcoal and the pencil crayons, because this is looking a little bit rough. Always trying to nail some sort of Life is Strange-esque watercolor style, and I could never be them. Or maybe today I'd do better, but for now, just the colors are cool, I think, but also weird. I think the rocks are probably the best part of it, because I actually put a fucking outline on them, and you can see them against the backdrop. And then with the reflection, I literally just copy and pasted the image, and it's just, this was not it. This was not it. I think this was incredibly rushed, so I'm giving this a 4 out of 10. This is not, I've done better. That's about all the art I wanted to look through. If you want to see the nail polish look, here it is. It's literally just black nails. How do you show off nails? How does Simply Nailogical do it? And yeah, I know, I got it all up on my fucking skin, okay? But that shit comes off after like 1 shower. I just have incredibly short nails and I can't let them grow out or I'm gonna chew the shit out of them. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys for the support on the channels as of lately. Like I've said before in the previous videos, it's been crazy and insane and whatever. Yeah, I'll see you guys next time I make a video. So hopefully you enjoyed this one and you have a good day. Bye.